I don't know what I'm happier about. Introducing the new Traeger Woodridge Elite or coming out with some smoked pork butt burnt ends. Whew! Not only are we debuting the new Traeger Woodridge Elite, typically we like to do a pork butt on there to give it like its test and all that stuff. With timing and all that, I want to do something different, just something different. We can get to the pork butts later. I'm going to try a smoked pork butt, I can't even say that, smoked pork butt burnt in. That's a tongue twister. All right, first things first, we have a pork butt. Easy, easy, easy video. We're going to just take it out of the package and cut it in cubes. All right, I have the bone in. I really wanted to get the bone in. You get these from Costco. You can actually get them without the bone in. But there should be a muscle. You see that your bone runs that way? This muscle should go right down that bone, and you should be able to separate your pork butt almost into 2 pieces of meat. It's kind of neat. With that blade bone, you're just looking to work your knife all the way around the bone, picking up as much meat off of it as you can. Bones removed, I'm just going to go through here and start breaking it apart. The good thing about breaking your pork butt apart right now is you get to basically like separate a lot of the fat or the skin inside of it, where typically when you smoke it for so long, all that breaks down. You don't want a lot of this fat on there. If you're into saving your pork fat, definitely a good thing to save. And just like burn ends, you're just going to cut them into like basically 2-inch chunks. I'm going to get the rest of this knocked out. Basically, just going to go through there and take the bad parts off, keep the good parts on. And I know what you're thinking. Why in the world did you take a pork butt to do that? A few things. One, cost. If you look at the price of a pork butt, roughly, well, what did we pay? Like 12 bucks. It was on sale. If you take that along with the amount of time it takes to cook when you break it down, you don't have to spend all day doing it. And it's more like an appetizer than it is like a pulled pork sandwich. Now, you can definitely make it a sandwich. Just something different, right? Just changing the game up just a little bit. I'm gonna work in a little binder. We just have some yellow mustard. I'm gonna look at, I don't know, roughly 1/4 cup. The recipe will be on pelletsandpits.com. And about 2 tablespoons of W sauce. Let's give that a mix. Coat all those individual morsels. Season with your favorite barbecue seasoning. That's how I do it. First things first, I'm just gonna come here with a heavy dose, kind of mix it all together. And then once we put on our little cooling rack, I'll season them again. So season as much as you like. You know, you're gonna need a little bit of flavor in here. Don't be scared of it. I've got a sheet tray lined with butcher paper and then a cooling rack. The butcher paper is just there to keep my sheet tray clean. You'll notice that they're different sizes of pork. That's actually good. Just gives you like different cooking methods, like tenderness. You know, some will be a little bit more tender than others. Obviously, everything at the end is gonna be tender, but with the fat seams running through there, it's hard to keep everything exactly equal to the same size. And I'm not really worried about overlapping or not touching that much. As this cooks, it will shrink, and we can always adjust them if you need to. So 1 pork butt should fit 1 sheet tray. Just come back and top it off with some more seasoning. We have our Traeger fired up to 225 degrees. We're gonna use that smoke mode on there. And this is gonna cook for several hours, probably looking like 2 to 3 hours, something like that. Maybe 2 hours, we'll take them off, sauce them, and put it back on there. All right, we're about 130 degrees. And I'm just gonna come in here and turn these upside down. See that undercoat? Sure, you could put these straight on the grill grate, but there's so many of them, I just thought it'd be easier to do it like this. So I'm gonna flip them over, let that side smoke. That's why I wasn't really worrying about the first way we did it. It didn't really matter to me at all. So this will give this side plenty of time. All right, that's pretty good. I'm gonna leave it alone. You see here, I got the bones going, I got the fat going, I got some neighbor dogs that are gonna be super happy. About 3.5 hours later, it took longer than I expected, but remember, we had it raw 225, right? I had it on that smoke mode. Honestly, I've been busy today, and I didn't care about the times or the temps. I just want to keep it low. You want to go 275? Go 275. That's up to you. Obviously, if you go 275, even 300, it'll take less time to cook. I've had a productive day. Barbecue sauce, my container broke, so that's about half a cup. We're going to put 3 containers. Let's see. We'll do, we want it pretty sweet. So let's do 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, just eyeballing about a tablespoon of a vinegar-based hot sauce. And I've been doing this a lot lately in my barbecue sauces. I think the consistency and the difference in the hot sauces come together really well. The sriracha, and we'll do about 2 tablespoons of that. Nothing like breaking in a fresh bottle of seasoning. And a few tablespoons of that in there. Let's see. 1, adjust for the wind. 2. You see right here, all around these, we got color. Looking good. Taking off about 150 degrees. I doubt these things will go through the stall. So they're kind of like pork nuggets in a way. We've raised the temperature of the grill up to about 275. So I'm using the Traeger pellets. This is their signature blend. It's like a brand new bag. It's got maple, cherry, and hickory. I did just hickory in the bottom of it when I did my startup. So I'm just going to add these. They're a little bit low on pellets. So. Once your pork nuggets are up to about 150 to 160 degrees, add them to your mixed barbecue sauce, stir them around, and coat them really well. All right, everything's coated really well. Even everything back out. And I've got about a half a stick of butter. And we just cut into like little medallions. Just kind of spread that all over it. Top it off one more time with a little dust of seasoning. Back on the smoker it goes at 275, and we'll keep checking it. I just want to show you really quick. That's why we use the butcher paper. I'll have to clean this. It keeps all that nasty stuff off the bottom of your sheet tray. I'll invert it, add some hot soapy water, let it soak, and this thing will clean right up. Well, I tell you, it's taking a lot longer than expected, but like I said, I had a lot of things going on, and this couldn't come out as any better than what I expected. I mean, this looks good, so this is the idea. I'm gonna pull it, keep the grill on. We all know things need to cool, so I'm gonna put these on the board. Look at that glaze, just look at that. I mean, that is, some of these got well above like 200 degrees, probably like 205, 208, somewhere through there. That's expected. Not everything's gonna cook, you know, perfectly even. I mean, this might be on the menu more often.
They smell amazing.
Super easy.
Except it did take forever.
Well, we kept that temp low.
Yeah.
In fairness, I had a lot of stuff to do, and I just wanted to make sure that we kept that temp low. Pork can handle a lot higher temperature and be fine. I had my RFX grill thermometer in here to check the temps as I played with the temps today. You notice I went to 225. I mean 225. I went to 275, then I went to 325. This thing's been spot on. So they both can't be wrong. This grill's been spot on for sure. Our sauce has reduced, and as you can imagine, there is a ton of pork fat. Don't get me wrong, fat rules. Fat is flavor, but in this instance, I just want that sauce. So I'm gonna do everything I can to take as much fat out as possible. And just like that, if you notice our barbecue sauce has been separated, I'm gonna take that and just kind of give it the once over. If you can't tell by now, my tongue has hit the back of my brain about 3 or 4 times. I've already called my dad and told him what I made. He's like, I'm coming over. I'm coming over. As I look around, I don't know if I see a bad bite. I mean, these things are like tender. They're pull apart. I had one off camera, spoiler alert. I mean, look at that smoke ring. You know what it reminds me of, because it's a little bit on the sweet side for me? Almost like a juicy jerky. You know, like now they have like jerky nuggets.
Let me, yeah. I've eaten like 4 pieces.
They're so good.
It's like crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. Just like my big daddy.
The ironic thing is, sometimes you get a loin piece, and it does taste a little bit dried out. And other times you get those fatty pieces, just like you would in pork butt, and it's like juicy as can be. This is nuts. It's like more bark, more flavor, more of this, more of that. Definitely not pulled pork. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like the idea of taking a country rib and going from like here to here.
Oh, we could do this with country ribs.
Country ribs is a sliced up pork butt. It's just like in fingers. This is just done a little bit more, but people can grab one, you know, and like just kind of like gnaw on it. I mean, you get the gristle, you get the fat, you get the good pork. This is spot on. Spot on. Somebody make this. Tell me what you think, because I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Use your favorite barbecue sauce. I love that Blue Hogs barbecue sauce. They got a great lineup. Been pretty impressed with like everything I've used. I just kind of alternate kind of like what flavor profile I want that day. And that's how we roll. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button. Pound the notification button, share it with your friends. She said, can you pinch one in half? Will it tear? Yeah.